Here we go, folks, at KennyWhiteSports.com with the man himself. I'm Brian Blessing. We're talking about the Minnesota Vikings, and Zimmer's got to get something cranking here because I think that you got a hot seat cooking on this head coach, Kenny. Let's just start there.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it Zimmer or is it Kirk Cousins? Who's on the hot seat more?
Well, Cousins certainly, but I think the coach is catching up to him pretty quick. And it's not like he got stupid overnight, but there's a lot of talent on this football team.
Yeah, no, there is a lot of talent. I tell you, last year they lose Danielle Hunter, who opted out. I kind of felt like he was the heart and soul of that defense. When you've got a guy that good that puts that much pressure on the opponent's quarterback, you're losing secondary. The secondary is going to have more pressure on him because the quarterback has more time to throw. So that defense started to lose a lot of players to injury as well. Their offensive line was banged up last year. They got a quarterback that's very serviceable and a great running back.
On the defensive side, a big get for them with what you just talked about. Getting Patrick Peterson certainly helps in that regard.
Yeah, that's a big pickup. Also, Dalvin Tomlinson from the Giants comes in, and Xavier Woods from the Cowboys. I thought they brought in three very good defensive players, but none of them equal Danielle Hunter, who will be back this year. You're bringing in a guy that's 1.7 points above the average player, and I dropped him a little bit because guys that sit out a year, they lose a little bit at the beginning, so I'll be upgrading his rating as the year goes.
Yeah, this is the end of the road here for Cousins, and we'll give him one more kick at the can. But, Kenny, if you think of it, you've got a stud running back in Cook, 1,557 yards, 16 touchdowns. Thielen got hurt last year, but Jefferson and Thielen on the outside, I mean, you got the skill around you.
Justin Jefferson was the most impressive rookie in the entire year in 2020. They've got a stud to fill in here. And Adam Thielen, you're right, still an all-pro type wide receiver. So, yeah, they have the specialty guys. But, again, I'm going to go back to the offensive line. Minnesota Vikings are weak on the offensive line. That's where their weakness is. Their defense is going to be solid. I think Cousins will be fine. Cook will be good. But, again, they're only as good as that offensive line.
Well, and to help in the draft, first round, Christian Darrisaw, the offensive tackle from Virginia Tech, comes in. I'll just throw this out there. This was not a throwaway draft pick, was it, in Kellen Mond, the quarterback from Texas A&M?
I am as the backup, and I rated Mond 2 points better than the average quarterback. He's got good size at 6'3", 210. We talk about mobility at the quarterback spot. That's the one big thing that's changed in the NFL. Kellen Mond's got great mobility. He can scramble. He can run when he needs to. He's a very smart kid, too. I think he's going to be a really good NFL quarterback. So he's the number 2 guy behind Kirk Cousins. I like to see him in preseason.
Wrap it up with this, Kenny. Plus $1.75 to win the NFC North, second choice behind the Packers. 9 over $1.30. Does that sync up with the numbers you have?
Yeah, I have them rated a 101.5, tied for 16th in the NFL. I have them 8.7 wins. Last year they finished the year at 99. Just getting Danielle Hunter back was a 1.5 for me. So they've improved a point elsewhere. But again, I'm not impressed with this offensive line. They scare me off a little bit. I think the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers are a far better football team than the Vikings.
Great stuff. There's your preview of the Minnesota Vikings with Kenny White and Brian Blessing. As always, thanks for joining us, and keep checking. We got previews for all the NFL teams. Football's coming. It's coming fast.